Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna be showcasing and ranking every single unit from Guilty Gear Update 6 in Anime Vanguards, and we are gonna be showcasing all the units in Monarch crate. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so after a lot of grinding, I managed to get all the units and evolved every single one of them. I got them to level 60 as well. Well, almost level 60 for some, level 58, level 60, it's the same thing. Anyways, also guys, I'm not showcasing Baiken in this video because the quest to get her Evo item is currently bugged. So it's not my fault, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be showcasing her. So the first unit we're going to be showcasing and rating is the NotGoodGuy free unit. This is his stats on upgrade 0, upgrade 1, upgrade 2. He gets a new move, Earth Python on upgrade 3, Cone AoE, upgrade 4, upgrade 5, 6, and he does get a brand new move on upgrade 7, Ruler's Rage, and his last upgrade is upgrade 8. He gets a brand new move, Dragon Install. By the way, he is still Cone AoE. His Cone does still increase every upgrade though. So on the last one, he gets 92,000 damage, 41 SPA, and 44 range. He does have a tension bar above him as well, and his passives are: his first passive is Gatling Combo. Basically what he does is burn 30% of his damage over 5 seconds. And every time he attacks a burning enemy, he follows up with his first attack with a 4-second local cooldown. For PvP, when he kills an enemy inflicted with burn, he spawns an enemy on the opponent's side. He also has another passive that only unlocks on upgrade 8. While in Dragon Install, meter gain is reduced to 0% per attack and gain status effect immunity and debuff immunity. Anytime a burning enemy dies while in Dragon Install, inflicts all enemies in range with burn for 30% of this unit's damage. Local is 4-second cooldown. As we guys know, Dragon Install is this right here. And what this Dragon Install is, when you click it, it starts draining 2% of the tension bar every second. And what this gives him is 150% damage and 30% range. When he is in this mode, he cannot gain meter, he cannot build meter, so it goes down, not up. And he also has the Hell ability. This Hell ability is, he basically consumes 2 bars of meter to detonate all burn for the remaining DOT in this unit's range, and does not count intense burn. So basically, if there is units that have burn ticks left in them in this unit range, once you click this, they basically, all that burn damage that is currently happening like every second, every tick, it happens all at once and they stop burning, and all the burn damage saved up happens all at once when you click this. So this is basically a mini nuke for burn units. So if you have a lot of burn units alongside this NotGoodGuy and you click this, it's basically a mini nuke. So this unit is very good, and especially very good with other burn units. His damage though overall is not really that great, but he does have a mode where his damage becomes very good for a decent amount of time, basically 100 seconds, and then for maybe 100 more seconds he becomes low damage, and then 100 more seconds. I'm not sure how long it takes him to reach 200% tension, but I don't think it's that much. So he is quite decent when he is in this mode, like very good, not decent, sorry, excuse me. But overall, he is a situational unit in my opinion. Not the best, but for sure not the worst. So he is a good unit to have. I think you should have him, but compared to what's coming, you never know. Let's see the other units. Which is why I think NotGoodGuy deserves to be in the A spot. I did say he is quite mid, but I don't think he's that mid. I think he's a very situational unit. So depending on how you use him, which units you use him with, which game mode you use him with, he can be a very good unit overall. The second unit we have is Kazzy. This is what she does in her upgrade 0, and then upgrade 1, upgrade 2, upgrade 3, she unlocks a cone AoE, upgrade 4, upgrade 5. On upgrade 6, she gets Gear Beam, the same thing, cone AoE, a little bit bigger. Upgrade 6, upgrade 7, upgrade 8. Her animation, her move is kinda lagging me. That's interesting. And then upgrade 9. And on upgrade 10, we got Close Call. She is still cone, but still bigger. If you see those things right here, she does spawn those herself, and they are called bubbles. Let's go to passives to understand more. The norms. This right here. She has Queen of Man, and basically what this Queen of Man ability does is she moves from Necro to Undyne or Undyne. I'm not sure how to spell that. She has two modes basically. The first mode is it inflicts freeze for 2 seconds and gives enemies bubbled. Bubbled causes the next attack on the enemy to deal 30 more damage. Necro, on the other hand, gives her plus 80% damage and inflicting the ability to inflict burn for 25% of this unit's damage over 6 seconds. If an enemy is inflicted with bubbled and hit by Necro, Kazzy does 160% damage for that attack. So basically this unit is... So basically if you have two people in the same server, it is very good if you have two Kazzys in the same server, one of them on her Necro mode and one of them on her Undyne mode, because basically Undyne does buff Necro Kazzy by a lot. So in co-op, Kazzy can be very, very good. Also, she does have two modes. One of them is basically a buffer mode, and one of them is a damage heavy mode. Necro mode is the damage heavy mode, very strong DPS and burn as well, and she does deal 160% damage for against frozen enemies and bubbled enemies on this mode. And obviously, as I said, she has her buff mode Undyne, and she also has another ability called Heaven. It consumes 1 bar of meter to cleanse all debuffs and status effects from units in this unit's range. So once again, another buff ability, which is really, really good. We got the second passive right here, which is basically when it attacks, it spawns the bubble. Those bubbles right here. In the nearest possible location on track. Up to 3 bubbles can exist at the same time, as you guys can see. And basically what those bubbles do is, if the enemy touches them, they get frozen for 2 seconds and inflicted with bubbled. And they basically take as well also 100% of this unit damage. So if they go to this bubble right here, they will take all this damage and also frozen. They get frozen and also bubbled. So in my opinion, this is one of the best, if not the best units in the whole update. She is very, very strong. She can be useful in both PvP and normal modes. She is really good overall. She can be a buff unit who deals a decent amount of damage in the same time. I mean, it's not really that decent considering the cooldown is very long, but on her second mode, she is a very strong DPS unit. On her first mode, she is a very strong buff unit. So she is versatile. She is one of the most versatile units in the whole game. So I think she is one of the best units in the whole game. Well, for this update at least. With that, we can conclude that Kazzy deserves the S tier. She is one of the best, if not the best units in the game mode. Well, we don't know about Baiken that much yet. So for now, she is the best unit in this video at least. Next up, we got Lfelt or Lfelt or whatever her name is, Love. This is what she does on her upgrade 0, upgrade 1. On upgrade 2, she gets shotgun shot. Her attack becomes a very big cone AoE. On upgrade 3, upgrade 4, upgrade 5. On upgrade 6, she gets sniper shot, which is a line AoE. Upgrade 7, upgrade 8, upgrade 9, and we got on upgrade 10, she gets bullet rain, which is basically a half full AoE move. And there we go with upgrade 11 and upgrade 12. Her damage is very, very decent. 5.8 SPA, 52 range. Let's go check her passives. She has 3 passives. The first passive gives every single video game character in the game that uses Meteor got 30% damage buff for the first attack on this basically use of Meteor or Gauge. So for example, if you have Dante, once he reach his full DT, he will deal 30% damage for the next attack. The same thing for the brand new units, all the brand new units. So she does deal buff. Let's go see her second passive. Her second passive is Singer's Arsenal. If this unit's previous attack is different from the attack it currently is performing, it buffs this unit damage by 50% and range by 20% for 5 seconds. And this passive is very, very good because she has this ability right here, Shotgun Loop. When you click this Shotgun Loop, it consumes 30% of meter to immediately do attack 2. So basically you can do double attacks using this Shotgun Loop, the attack 2 and also her normal attack once her SPA ends. So, and at the same time, once you click this ability, she also gets a damage and range buff for 5 seconds because of this passive. Also, we got another passive that can be used once you use this Shotgun Loop ability, because anytime this unit consumes meter, once the current attack is finished, this follows up with attack 1. So when you click Shotgun Loop, you are really doing the last attack, attack 2, and attack 1 at the same time. And also you are buffing your unit's damage by 50% and her range by 20% for 5 seconds. For PvP, the Okizime passive, when you consume meter, she lobs a grenade to a random enemy unit, stunning it for 10 seconds. And it lasts for, it has a local cooldown for 5 seconds. So keep that in mind. Also, she has a second ability called Love Shot. Any non-boss enemies hit by this are converted into allies from where they were hit. And for PvP, enemy towers hit by this ability will be disabled for 20 seconds, bypasses status, and can be cleansed. So basically, if you click it, you get an AoE-like thing, a circle AoE-like thing. And when you click it on the map, whatever units that are there, they become allies, not enemies. So basically, they become like summons. And also it's very, very useful in PvP mode, but I quite don't understand this really. Enemy towers hit by this ability will be disabled for 20 seconds is very, very confusing. So if you know what this means, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, it's very, very useful in non-PvP mode as well. Overall, the unit is very, very good, even though her damage seems to be low, but with her Shotgun Loop ability, she does up to 3 different attacks at once. So even though her attack is low, she is still very, very strong. You can tell when you click Shotgun Loop how much her damage increases. Remember, this is first of all the buff damage, and also her second attack damage and everything as well related to that at the same time. Next up, we got Lfelt. Lfelt, in my opinion, is also an S tier unit. She is below Kazzy in my opinion, but she is deserving of the S tier in this. Next up, we got Brisket. Brisket is a very interesting unit. On upgrade 0, she deals this, upgrade 1, upgrade 2, upgrade 3. She is still aligned until upgrade 4, where she gets Yo-Yo combo, which is a very big con AoE, almost half her range. Upgrade 5, upgrade 6, and on upgrade 7, she gets a brand new move, which is a circle AoE. And her last upgrade is upgrade 8. She does almost 100,000 damage on that upgrade, and those are her passives. Yo-Yo Master, basically she leaves a yo-yo on the map based on her last attack. Why does she do that? So she can teleport to that location using her yo-yo follow-up ability. What does this yo-yo follow-up ability do? Well, first of all, it consumes 50% of a meter bar to perform attack for 200% of this unit's damage. And she also moves to whatever yo-yo she placed last once you click this ability. So remember, it does up to 200% of this unit's damage. So basically up to 300,000. but it does consume a very big amount of meter bar. So this unit is pretty much another mini nuke type unit, because truly without using her ability she's not really that good. Other than her ability, she's not really that great. But also, anytime this unit uses meter, it gains a 20% damage buff and a 10% range buff for 20 seconds. So keep that in mind. This unit is a little mid, but at the same time, very situational and can be very, very good. She can be considered a mini nuke unit. And she can be also considered a boss chaser. Basically, she can chase units and mostly bosses. When you use her ability, as you know, she teleports to her next yo-yo, to her previous yo-yo, sorry. So that way she can basically follow bosses around and deal damage to them, and she can be a very good unit to kill bosses as well because of her nuke damage. So overall she is really, really good, but I really need to put one of the units in B tier. So I guess I gotta have to sacrifice Brisket. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but you know, I gotta sacrifice one unit, you know. With that in mind, I'm gonna put Brisket in B tier, but in my this is my opinion. First of all, I know a lot of people may disagree with me on this, and also because genuinely there's literally no other option for B tier in my opinion other than this unit, because of how situational she is and how she can be replaced with a lot of units in game. She is a boss chaser, she deals like mini nukes, but why have all of that when you can just have a Sid, a Monarch Sid, or a Monarch Vanguard Sun Jinwoo nuke, or you know what I mean? So she can be replaced with a lot of units from previous updates, which is why I'm putting her at B tier. And last but not least, we have Gear Boy, Hungry. This is what he does in upgrade 0, upgrade 1, upgrade 2, and on upgrade 3 he gets Flagpole Barrage. By the way, he starts on this very weird AoE that they introduced on the Dragon Ball update, and then on upgrade 3 he becomes a Con AoE. This is how much he deals in upgrade 4, and then on upgrade 5 he gets Lightning Ride, which is a bigger Con AoE. Upgrade 6, upgrade 7, and on upgrade 8 he gets Lightning Rush. His damage is very, very low at the start, you know, without anything else. Let's go check his passives. Growing Boy. Basically, he has food stocks right here. He starts with full, and each attack with a food stock deals 40% more damage on the attack. Basically, every attack wastes one food stock and deals 40% more damage than it should be. And anytime a food stock is consumed, he gains 1% damage. That's an extra right there. And we also got Greek Cancel. This is one of his abilities. Anytime it's activated, this unit gains 80% damage and minus 10 SPA for 30 seconds. It cannot stock, by the way. So this is Greek Cancel. It consumes 50 meter to reset the unit's current attack. So what that means is once you click this, even though it just attacked, for example, there we go, we just attacked. Once you click it, it's gonna attack again. Unfortunately, it got stunned, but that's what this move does. And remember, when you click it, it also does buff your unit for 30 seconds with a very, very strong buff. So in my opinion, this unit may look bad at the start, but it is very, very decent. Also, when you reach 100 tension, you can restock your food stock to 20, so you can deal that extra 40% every attack again. So in my opinion, this unit is actually really, really decent, very underrated. You may think it's bad at the start when you look at the raw damage and the raw stats of it, but when you use Greek Cancel and when you get the buff the unit gets from Greek Cancel, and when you keep restocking the food, and when you realize that using this food gives the unit even more damage, you're gonna realize that, damn, this unit may be better than I think. So in my opinion, this unit is decent overall. Gear Boy, in my opinion, is also an A tier unit, maybe even above NotGoodGuy in the A tier, because he is very, very good, even though he may look bad at first glance, but he is very, very good overall. And yeah, guys, this is it for the video, and keep in mind that this is my opinion. by the way. This whole video was my opinion, and people may disagree. People may correct me in the comments. So check the comments before you leave as well to see if maybe I was wrong in something, or maybe I was wrong in a ranking of a unit. Maybe I underestimated one of the units. Maybe I overestimated one of the units. Keep in mind of all of this. But in my opinion, this list was the best I could come up with, because those units are very complicated, but you can tell which unit is the best from just trying out each ability and each passive. And that's what I did in this video. That's what I focused on in this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you on the next one.